The roller coaster of buying UFC tickets. It's insane, guys. Let me tell you how it feels like to buy tickets as a hardcore UFC fan, what you should not do, what you should do when you buy UFC tickets and all of that. Hello and welcome to Bloodsport MMA. Guys, buying UFC tickets is not as easy as some people think, especially if you're desperate to go there. And I make you the example now with Abu Dhabi in October, where I just bought tickets UFC 294. I already booked the hotel and flight months in advance because it's cheaper then. So a day comes and it's time to buy the tickets. And I have UFC Fight Club, which is a membership that I can only advise you to buy, where you get exclusive pre-access to the tickets. So you get the tickets 2 days before the real sale and 1 day before the social pre-sale. But still, you never know how many Fight Club members are trying to get tickets. So you're still nervous even though you have the pre-access. So you have to imagine, the tickets went on sale at 9 a.m. So I'm waiting at 8 a.m. I don't know why. We're already on the website with my code and everything, waiting normally half an hour. That's an important thing to know for you. Oftentimes, when you buy UFC tickets, half an hour before the sale begins, if it begins at 9, it's 8:30, you can wait in the queue already. There will be a queue. So the earlier you are there, the faster you will get your chance of buying the tickets when it's 9 o'clock, right? So always be there early. But this time there was no queue, and I was always waiting. I thought, okay, maybe this time the queue is like 20 minutes on the ones, okay, 15 minutes on the ones, okay, 10 minutes on the ones, okay, 5 minutes on the ones. So I'm never going away from my phone. I'm always checking my phone, like refreshing the browser, trying everything, because that fear of missing out, that FOMO is crazy, especially if you're a hardcore fan like I am, and it's like your life depends on going to this event, kind of. And then it's 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. And you're like, okay, what's happening now? Should I refresh the browser? Will I be back in the queue if I refresh the browser? In my head, I was like, maybe there's like, it checks how long you're in the session already, and the longer you're in the session already, the faster you get the chance to buy your tickets. So I was like, maybe refreshing the browser is not smart. So I was waiting, but nothing was happening. I refreshed the browser. I was like, fuck, nothing is happening. And then at like 9:02, I was like, fuck, man, I'm nervous. Like, cleared the browser, went to the emails again, opened the link again, put my code in again, and then it was working. I was like, oh my God, hallelujah.
Thank you for God.
But then also, since I was at UFC London, not this UFC London, this was also an event that I was, but the pay-per-view, beginning of this year, March, it was a crazy sale. Like, just to bring you back, first of all, the ticket prices were insane. And when you try to buy tickets with the Fight Club membership, you were waiting in a queue before the sale started, like 50 minutes. I didn't do half an hour, that was my mistake. Like 15-20 minutes before 9, I was in the queue. And at like 9:15 or 9:20, like 15 or 20 minutes after the sale already started, I got the chance to buy my ticket. So I was like, fuck, probably it's nearly sold out already. Oh my God, you're nervous, your FOMO is kicking in. And the problem is, if you buy the UK tickets, it gives you, automatically generates a ticket for you, and you can press on I take it or throw it back in the mix. And then it automatically gives you another ticket that is available, and you have to accept or throw it back in the mix. And my mistake was then that I was like, I got good tickets, but I was like, maybe I can get better ones, throw it back in the mix. And I didn't know there were so many people trying to buy tickets. Like, it was nearly sold out already. And then I only got like VIP tickets all the time, or front row tickets for like $2,000-3,000. I was like, fuck, I can't afford that shit. And I always had to refresh again. And then it said no more tickets available. And I was like, oh my God, I was in shock. And then I got like the VIP tickets again. And I was like, no, I can't afford them. And there was no normal ticket available anymore. And I was depressed. And then somehow, because of a cool friend that I got, that I mentioned in the video about this London event, I could buy tickets from him, and that's the only reason I went to UFC London. Otherwise I couldn't go, even with a Fight Club membership. So that's the reason why I was so nervous this time as well, for 294. And so, but Abu Dhabi makes it much better. But I didn't know that. In my opinion, I was still, in my head, it was still, okay, it will give me tickets and I have to accept them or throw them back in the mix. So it gave me a ticket and I already had the seating plan like printed next to me, looking at it, like which section is it, okay, that's a good one. So I was like, fuck it, I just accept. I take this ticket. It's an okay ticket, I just take it. So I take it and then I try to put my credit card in, and this always happens. Tell me in the comments how it is for you. Every time I try to buy UFC tickets, mostly on Ticketmaster it is, every single time it doesn't accept my credit card in the first and second attempt. Every time. Can you imagine how nervous you get when you type in your credit card and it says like system error or like card, something went wrong? Like you're like, what the fuck? Like, and then it has a timer on top always. There's like, yeah, 4 minutes left, and you're like, fuck, what should I do? So you try another credit card, try this, you refresh the browser, you're like, fuck, will I like not have tickets anymore now? You're so nervous, but then it finally worked. I got my tickets for UFC 294, and I was so happy about it. But then the FOMO kicked in again. Then I was like, a friend texted me about the tickets he got for 294. And I looked at the tickets and I was like, those are much better tickets than I have. And he told me the price and I was like, hey, it's not even that much more expensive than what I paid. I was like, fuck, did I do a mistake by buying these tickets? So I went back to Ticketmaster, tried to buy new tickets again. I was like, fuck, there are so many more seats available. I was afraid that it gets sold out again immediately. I was like, fuck, I could have just taken my time and looked at a seating plan and just chose tickets. Because for Abu Dhabi, you can just choose wherever you want to sit. You don't have to accept or decline. You can just choose yourself where you want to sit. I was like, fuck, did I do a mistake? So I tried to look at some other seats. I was like, that's too expensive. The FOMO as a UFC event is just crazy. Write in the comments if you know that feeling as well. But my tips summed up is be there early. Even if it's a normal sale and not the Fight Club pre-sale, the normal sale, be early. There's oftentimes a queue, and the earlier there, the more advantage you have. If you get good tickets, always check the system. If it's London, take the tickets. Don't risk it. Especially if it's a pay-per-view and it sells out that quick. I think this UFC London from this weekend didn't sell out that good, but I mean, be very careful with your tickets. And always have 1 or 2 credit cards ready, or the credit card of your mom or your dad as well. Like, just be prepared that they won't accept your credit card in the first time. Maybe don't accept your credit card at all. Like, Ticketmaster is insane. So always be prepared for everything. Calm yourself down and just try to get your UFC tickets. So that's my advice, and that's the story about how crazy it is as a UFC freak to buy UFC tickets. Write your craziest UFC story in the comments, guys. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, don't miss further videos, and most importantly, that you get your UFC tickets. Eat your vegetables and eat your fruits, guys. Until the next one, bye-bye. Bloodsport out.